Creating a realistic flight engine failure scenario can be complex, especially if you're setting up a simulation for training or gaming purposes. Here's a detailed breakdown of how such a scenario can be modeled and the factors that need to be considered. 1. Understanding engine failure. Causes. Engine failure can result from various factors like mechanical faults, fuel starvation, foreign object ingestion, e.g. birds, or adverse weather. Modeling these causes helps determine when and how the failure occurs in the scenario. Symptoms. The failure might involve loss of thrust, unusual sounds, smoke, vibrations, or instrument alerts. Simulating realistic symptoms provides valuable training cues for pilots. Haber 2. Flight phase considerations. Engine failures can occur during any flight phase: takeoff, climb, cruise, descent, or landing. The phase at which failure occurs dramatically affects response strategies. Critical phases. Failures during takeoff or landing are more challenging because of lower altitude and reduced time to respond, which can be simulated to train for quick reaction times. 3. Flight dynamics changes. Thrust asymmetry. With one engine inoperative, the aircraft experiences asymmetrical thrust, causing it to yaw towards the failed engine. Modeling thrust changes and yaw effects is crucial for a realistic simulation. Drag increase. A failed engine produces drag, further complicating control. In multi-engine planes, the remaining engines need to compensate. Altitude and speed control. In a single-engine failure, the aircraft may need to adjust altitude and speed. A simulator should reflect adjustments in flight dynamics when pilots try to maintain altitude or achieve a safe glide slope. Emergency procedures. Pilots are trained to perform specific actions during engine failure, such as the memory items in checklists, e.g. adjusting throttle, identifying the failed engine, securing it, etc. Engine out approach and landing. In twin-engine aircraft, for instance, pilots often practice single-engine landing scenarios, which include specific speed and angle adjustments. Communication. Handling engine failure often involves declaring an emergency and communicating with air traffic control (ATC) to arrange for priority landing, simulated in professional training environments. Har 5. Simulator environment setup. Instrument failures and warnings. Display accurate warnings on the cockpit instrument panel, like the engine indicating and crew alerting system (EICAS) in modern jets, which would warn of power loss, oil pressure drops, or other faults.